increasing in my team, so today we're upgrading our starting lineup.
We've got a fresh canvas Sasha, and we want strong starters, a capable second unit, and we're just going to fill in some value here at the end of the roster. Let's start there.
Sure thing. Then let's fill our roster slots 11 through.
Coming up next, the Heat taking on the Thunder. For Miami, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Thunder, Heat, up next. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA. Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact.
13 with value player cards and build 2 strong waves of 5.
That's perfect. Anytime you need to sub out, you can do a whole line change. So who should we pick up for our...
Corbin Stoic says you.
What's up, Corbin? Let me know if you can hear me.
Corbin Stoic says yes, I can.
Okay, what's up, man?
Corbin Stoic says right when you went live, I joined.
Okay. What's up, man?
Corbin Stoic says what's your favorite NBA team?
Golden State. Yeah, been rocking Golden State for a while.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Corbin Stoic says nice minds the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs are going to be back eventually.
And here's Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Hero outside. Let's go with a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah.
Here's Charlotte. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami.
Damn.
And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Spurs going to be back. They just in the rebuilding phase. They're going to build around Wemby. They're going to be all right.
Here's Ball.
I mean,
come on, man. That like he ain't going to make that. Give me that. Give me that.
Corbin Stoic says who's your favorite Golden State player?
Of course, Steph. Of course. Gotcha.
Williams with the screen.
Ooh, that boy cold.
Talk about
Freak, what's up, man? Where you been?
Will remember that one.
Corbin Stoic says mine David Robinson.
Over to the wing.
Oh, you talking about all time?
To the middle. Kicks it to Hero.
I probably have to say stuff. Good shot.
No good with the triple. Here's Charlotte. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Gotcha.
Just moments ago, Eric Spencer and I were able to chat. I talked with
straight
Coach
into
about
it.
LaMelo Ball and what
That's
he said
up.
to his guys before the game. He said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic,
Thanks, Ant.
springy
What's up,
player,
Ant?
and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Hero. Stolen by
That's
Ball.
me. Give it to him.
And they're on the break. And here's Green from
A
the arc.
screen.
Hits the three-pointer.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court.
It seemed like I
well,
played
makes really good
2K
decisions with the
better,
ball.
like when it's towards the end of the
Here's
season.
Robinson.
What? Jump out, jump out, jump out, jump out.
This one for three.
Oh.
The Hornets pull it in. Here's Bridges. Outside for Green. Miller outside.
Shit.
No good on the
I don't know
triple.
a shot. I don't know anybody's shot animation.
Give
Give me down. Of course.
Throw it down. on
Run
the
them out the
breakaway
gym.
jam.
Working.
Yes.
Man, I've been low too, bro.
Making his
I graduated from my program last
Eric
week.
Spoelstra
Got my
decides
certification
to call a
Saturday.
timeout. He's going to
So-
talk it over with his guys.
I've been low too, man. Appreciate the GGs, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And when Josh Green is on the floor, you trust him to make the right decision, Doris.
Well, athletically, he
Should've
can
got
be a
over
game
there.
changer on the defensive
Good pass.
end.
I'm not mad
When he
at it.
takes care
He
of
can't
the
shoot,
ball
though.
and makes a simple play, he can be so productive.
can't shoot.
Guy is very selective when he shoots. Very
Oh.
smart basketball player.
Now here's Ball. Outside for Green. Pass to Williams. Here's Ball.
That
And
was
Hero grabs
weird.
the board.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses
bro.
like that are the reason why.
Here's Robinson. Adebayo with it.
That should be out of bounds.
Just 4 to shoot.
Oh, sorry.
The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Gets the
Gave it
ball
to
to
him.
go.
And what poise from Hero. Still working at his pace against the clock.
Here's Ball. Pass to Bridges.
I did not.
The kick
Oh
out to
my
Williams.
God, where you at?
Here's Miller. Outside, Green.
Got him.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Somebody
Here's
shoots
Wiggins.
weird. What do I expect?
Launches it.
I
Doesn't
expect to
go.
make it,
And
man.
it's
I'm
0 for 1 from
shooting
the
it.
floor.
I'm controlling the player, bro. Oh, come on, man.
6
You
left to play
past
in the
him.
first quarter.
What you jumping for, bro?
Ball looks over the floor. Bridges outside.
They won't let me get past him.
Back to Ball. Bridges outside. Puts up a deep three. Rebound Miami.
I appreciate that,
opportunity if
Dave.
they can
Appreciate
time it
that, bro.
right.
Great way to end
Hey,
the
you see
quarter.
that Madden, bro? What you think of that Madden?
Robinson. Good.
They keep
And
giving
the
him
assist
buckets,
goes to
man.
Adebayo.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Williams. The
Bruh.
offensive rebound.
Oh, way.
Back to Ball.
Nice bad.
Another shot. And
There
it's
you go.
good on the layup.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility
Yeah,
of
man.
LaMelo
I was,
Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
What was this last? I want to say this was last year before
There's the triple.
Madden came
And
out.
the Heat, another three.
They had me like in
He's got
a
a sweet
interview
stroke
session. They
from
was
long range.
asking
Plenty
for
of
my
bigs do
input
now.
on it.
Williams with the screen. And still a close game.
They
as
ain't
the
give it
first
to
quarter
me.
comes to a close.
They was asking my input on what people wanted for the franchise. So I
After this
think
break,
I
we'll
might
be
have to
back
hop
with
back in the
starting-
franchise this year. This might be the year I hop back in franchise.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the
So you
second.
can't see the score.
And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going.
Give me a second, I'll fix.
Keeping the opposition there off.
That better? Yeah, that's better. Y'all can
All
see
right,
it
Doris,
now.
you think this heliocentric style of play
A little
can
bit.
lead
I'll
to
try to fix it as
championship
best as I
success?
can, though.
Brian, this
Give me a
is
second.
such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Oh, he wide open, bro. That's what I don't like about 2K, bro.
And ball throws it down.
Well,
That better, bro? Can you see the score now? Let me know if it's straight. I'm gonna fix all my my what's the name too. I'm gonna just have to make a separate thing for 2K view and stuff like that.
Outside,
He
Anderson.
can't shoot.
Beyond the arc.
Damn.
And he
Gave
buries
it
his
to him.
first look.
Defensively, gotta close out a little
All right, here we
faster.
go.
That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Gotcha.
The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff
Gotcha.
drought. Their last appearance was
what?
2015.
Give it back to him.
Doris.
Yeah, BA, that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Here's Larson. No
I say
good on
they
the
ain't got
three.
that many shooters now,
Charlotte
do
leading
they?
by 5. The kick out to Ball. Back to Curry. To the paint.
Way to move.
Throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Oh yeah, you know I'm coming back for Jonty. You already know, bro. Know that I am. Without question. All right, boom. There we go. You said my name gonna be in the credits when it come out? I don't know, man. Major, who's your team, bro?
Heat trailed by 7. Well, Grant, the
That
Miami
was a
Heat
forced
are
foul.
as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers. They don't commit cheap
I was about to
fouls,
say,
and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
I was about to say, bro, yeah, the past years, like, man, like, I want to play with the Raiders, but it wasn't really any reason to play with them.
Back to Ball. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. From 11 feet away. Miller outside. Ball left side. Pass to Diabate. Ball outside.
Get off of that, young man.
Throws it down.
He said Coldplay, he culture. Of course we culture, bro. Come on now.
With LaMelo, shot after shot going down.
On the attack, Hero.
Come on, get the ball. There you go. I knew where he was going with it.
3 on 3.
Here's
Diabate.
Shit. It's cool, though.
Rebound. Second chance shot.
Woo!
Oh, love.
He about to quit. Yes, sir. That boy balling. I don't even play 2K for real, man. But this is a 2K playlist, bro. Shit, who I'm gonna play with now? With the Halliburton.
Do you know what pisses me off? Oh my God, I don't know. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm having a panic attack. Tears are in my eyes. And you know what? And it just says that he doesn't believe in Valentine's Day because every day should be Valentine's Day. Do you know what pisses me off? Oh my God, I don't know. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm having a panic attack. Tears are in my eyes.
Indy jersey.
Because you know.
Let's see what Halliburton go for, bro. What rumors is that, bro?
Here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Brunson, right side.
Brunson operating so comfortably there in the pick and roll.
Here's Indiana now. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Shit.
Now, sometimes you have to
It'd be
wait
the
to
shot
find out,
animations,
Kevin.
bro.
That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into
This
this
nigga know how to
where
play.
he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
And a wide open look for
Like
Halliburton.
8, see, look, that's what I'm saying.
Three-pointer,
Like,
no good. Here's Hart, and he converts
look
the
like he
layup.
trying.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in
I
that
didn't hear about that
situation,
one, man.
Probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Back to Halliburton. Tipped away. 6 to shoot.
Give me the N1.
On the shot that sends him to the line. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back.
Shot,
They
man.
ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Here's Brunson following the score by Miles Turner. To the inside, Towns.
Oh, sir.
Good work.
He ain't a beast down there for real. Oops, I didn't even
That's
do
the
that. Who
kind
they
of
got?
D
Shoot.
you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
For Indiana, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game.
He said it gotta be true.
A year ago, though, Kevin,
Oh, nah,
78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here is Halliburton. Shoots.
I don't know how to shoot with these niggas, man.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Towns. New
How
York
quick are
moving the
you
ball around.
gonna get up?
Pass to
How
Anunoby.
quick are you gonna get up? Damn, he ain't step up like he's.
Slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the
There we
way
go.
to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of
Right,
communication on the backside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin.
The board,
Tyrese
the D.
Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Have adapted to
Get the
that.
ball.
Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so
Get the
much
board.
at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 00,
Now, Brunson. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Nembhard.
Too little, bro.
Siakam inside.
Siakam.
Got that bucket.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Here's Brunson.
They called a
Two free throws
foul on
coming up,
that.
and they call the shooting foul. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
That's
I think
crazy.
it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that.
That's not what I wanted to do, bro.
Brunson
Damn.
with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
On the wing, Mathurin. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Robinson with the block. And he gets it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Bro, what? I'm about to say.
Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Toppin.
There you go.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
Stepke says, yo, Uncle, you think Ghana win tonight?
Trailing by 2.
Who at home, you know?
Down low.
Damn.
Wyatt-Chua.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. And he
I fucked
banks in
that
the
up
lane.
so bad.
Achua's got his second basket of the game. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. New York ahead, up 2.
Stepke says at a home game.
Who's at home?
Just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first
I don't
quarter.
know who's at home. That's what I'm saying.
Stands out to you
Who's at
from
home?
New York in this one.
Well, in that first quarter,
Everybody can't be
they
at
were
home.
intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there
God.
and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But
Stepke
where
says
do they
Ock.
start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving
Okay,
up
see?
offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher.
Okay, see, might just take
mentally
it.
and
If they're gonna take it.
physically, especially on the interior.
Over in the corner, Mathurin. No good on the
Slightly
triple.
early.
The Knicks
Time
with the
on this
lead.
shit is horrible, dog. Can never pinpoint who.
Pass to Achua.
Shot.
Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Achua's got 6.
And that's what the
Starters
pump fake's
back.
there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
To the middle. Here's Toppin.
And he shows us all what the breakaway.
Steppy says they might, but the Pacers might have a
He
chance.
almost brought the
I mean,
whole
Pacers,
thing
I
down
mean,
by
it's
hanging
always
on
up
that
for
line.
grabs, without question.
Inside, Robinson.
That shit
Uses the
weak,
glass to
bro.
finish
Like,
the
why
layup.
they got all these small ass?
Robinson's got his first 2 points.
And this is where Robinson will do damage. He's got the height, he's got the length, and when he's inside, he's going to capitalize.
Outside for Halliburton. Pass to Toppin.
Bro, what are you doing?
Some nice
Oh
passing
my
by
God,
Indiana.
man. He's not even passing it to the right person.
Here's Halliburton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Halliburton wide
7
open.
points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
Steppy says you gotta be on the zone tonight.
Thompson with it.
Of course,
Mathurin
y'all
picks
was in
him
the
up.
zone, baby.
Pass to Robinson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
There we go.
Greg, every year injuries are a
Yeah,
huge
I'm making it look
factor in
bad.
shaping the title race. And
Tim,
I'm guessing that
you ain't on my level.
Steppy
kid.
says bet he'll be on after
premium
work.
on durability. What do you think?
You ain't on my level, Tim.
Kevin, I think all GMs take that into
Frank
account.
Valentino
A
says the
team
sell and
wants
the
to be
sold don't
confident
count on
it'll
decay.
have a
This all
stable
you.
roster over the course of a long season.
Man, look. I hate it when with these stuck animations in 2K. Like, we way past that now, bro. I'm like,
Halliburton outside. To the middle.
like this nigga just play the paint. Like, he weak. He play the paint.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
That shot, no good. Good D by Siakam.
Oh, shit. What the
It's
fuck is you
tipped.
doing?
Pass to Neesmith. Nemo
Oh,
with it.
fuck. I forgot
Outside
he's at
for
the point
Halliburton.
now.
To the inside.
He's too little.
Now Nemhard.
He's too little.
Now here's Turner. Lets it go from deep.
He too
Nemhard's
little.
Shot is good. Nemhard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Right now, it's send it over to the sidelines.
Talking about you been done. I'm just now playing it. I play a whole bunch of other games, my guy.
Siakam is nominally a power forward.
I just try to expand the portfolio. That's all we doing.
Allows him to play a number of roles.
Oh, sorry. Give me them.
Says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous
wanted to
value
foul.
for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
The Knicks making a switch here. On the wing, Bridges. Still.
Damn, they let him just breathe.
Steppy
down.
says he'll join back later. About go back to work
Bridges
for
showing
few.
off his athleticism. He's able
All right.
to get in there at full speed and still score.
They won't even let me cross.
To the paint. Here's Turner.
And one.
foul, so a chance at
Since
the
you want
line
to
for
keep
one
playing the
more coming
paint with his weak ass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior
There we
defenders
go.
with their work down low.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string,
Give him easy
creating
buckets.
some
Give
opportunities.
him easy one.
Hart, that's good.
Can't let someone like Hart get inside the D just asking to get burned.
Screen by Siakam. Out to Turner. Pass to Siakam.
Frank Valentino says they gotta at Cat and One voice next year.
Yeah, can't see
His and one voice.
there. The D's close, but look like plenty of room.
Not his and one voice. They ain't got nobody voice like in game for real. Oh, come on, y'all. What y'all doing?
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A demonstration of how tough Hart is, willing to accept contact and really work through it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw
Frank
shooter.
Valentino says you know and one.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone.
And one.
But they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a
He out of
big
bounds.
break for the defense.
And it's going to be out of
He
bounds.
says,
The Pacers
and
will take
one.
it.
Foul.
11 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nemhard.
Bro, like, what the fuck is going on?
And the timeout called here by Tom
Ali
Thibodeau.
Burton gonna have to take off.
Looking for
next
a breather
half.
and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Here's Anunoby. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
I wish I knew you wanted me.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 1-point game.
Ooh, okay, Holly.
3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally.
He plays so league, bro.
That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Releases. And there
Woo!
are the Pacers with another
Snatch back, baby.
Halliburton's shot selection really impresses me. He's so efficient, and he knows when he should look to capitalize.
And right, here we go.
Oh, sir.
The Pacers pull it in.
Look at that court.
That's tipped.
How did he lose the ball, bro? Like how?
Some nice passing by New York here. And it's good for 2. Wright's got his first points in this
That's
one.
my fault, though.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Nemhard. And that
Tight.
one good. Nemhard's got 5.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Lays it up off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
On with these shots,
New York
dog.
trailing. Achua with it. 8 points for him.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the Pacers.
They gonna say I was
get
too
it to
early.
go.
Come on, man. Like, this shit is so inconsistent.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Anunoby with it. Inside. Out to Bridges. To the wing right side.
Oh.
That's a 2 from Towns.
Damn, they gave us.
And a little luck that time, but it drops.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
And here's Halliburton. 11 points in the game. Pass to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Halliburton drives in.
Tight.
It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, this is why so many people are high on Halliburton. Sensational scorer, who can dominate the game at times.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Hart. That's
That
another one
push
for him.
is
His
crazy.
5th in just 7 shots. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of
Push
play,
is
but
so
6
horrendous.
lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. To the inside, Bryant takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Bryant doing some work on the inside. Nice soft touch from 10 feet and in.
Here's Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And out of bounds.
Come on, bro. What's up with this shit?
We've got 1:28 left in the third. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
It's like impossible to play defense on this
And how
game
about
sometimes.
the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Pass to Shepard. The high post shot. It's hauled in by
In his
Karl
leg.
Anthony Towns. New York leading by 3. Now here's Bridges. Good
I swear, I'm not even able to pass that fast.
Bridges has got 5.
Crazy.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Back to Nemhard. To the paint. Here's Bryant. Banked in off the glass. Bryant's got his second bucket.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Stripped
The defense.
away. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Defense.
The Pacers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to McConnell. Back to Siakam. Over Robinson.
Oh, my
and
God.
the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Payne. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 3-point lead. Anunoby in the corner. And the 3-ball is good. Anunoby's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New York.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Now Walker. Pass to Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Mathurin missing. The Knicks leading by 6. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Pacers.
Here's Brunson. Rejected by Halliburton.
That's just a tremendous defensive effort from Halliburton.
Good on the triple.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. To the inside, and Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
Bro, like, God
Outside
damn.
Turner. Indiana again missing. The Knicks leading by 8. To the middle. Bridges inside. There's the pick. Pass to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Halliburton outside.
Wow.
And stolen
Don't even
by
know where near
Anunoby.
this.
Count the transition bucket. Jalen Brunson. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Here's Bridges, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam up top. Halliburton right side. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Shot.
The Knicks leading by 7. .156 left in the fourth. Anunoby outside.
Wow.
A steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Nembhard.
No fact.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Towns the screen. Here's Hart. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Putting the speed to work that time. Hart just flying down the lane.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Halliburton looking around. Siakam. The stupendous finish in traffic.
And delivering in the clutch. Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Bridges outside. Pass to Achua. Second chance effort. Right outside. There's a screen by Robinson. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Achua. Offline with his 3. Here's Indiana. Trailing by 5. Halliburton for 3. No good on that one.
They said that was
Game clock separated
what
by
up?
5. And so they foul intentionally.
That's crazy how they said that shot was early.
Here's Wright, and he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton for three. We'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here we go. And it's the Warriors to start out. Outside Curry. Back to Butler. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Ball no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Curry. Launches it. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Outside ball. Bridges outside. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and the coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy
That
Butler
shot is so
truly
quick.
a
I wasn't expecting
two-way
it to be that quick.
Guys,
thanks so much, David. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Second chance shot.
That's all right there because Draymond angled his body so well defensively and altered that shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Pass to Green. Now Moody, guarded by Green. Curry is inside. Back to Butler. 6 to shoot. Over Bridges. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
To the middle.
Draymond.
No luck.
God.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for
How
him,
you
it's
make
pretty
it?
much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Curry outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
Pass to Moody. Offline with his 3. Hornets trailed by 5.
If you got 2 fouls.
Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Here's Pajemski. A minute 50 left in the first. Shoots over Curry.
Well, that's not
and the shot is long. Here's Nurkic. Can't hit that one. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Pajemski.
They kill me with that shit. Like, you can't blow past people after they come.
Now Pajemski.
What?
And again,
Late?
it's the Warriors missing. Floats one. Smith. The rebound by Heel. .104 left here in the first quarter. Green left side. Back to Pajemski. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Now here is Smith. Still scoreless. Count it.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off target with his 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Smith. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. And Butler, here we go. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Opportunistic score there from Jimmy Butler. Sees the lane, fills the lane.
Here's Curry. Pass to Nurkic. Good,
That's
and
crazy.
Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
But man, you right there, buddy.
There were
What the hell you
openings in
doing?
transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Out to Payton. Back to Kuminga. Outside Butler. Green with the
What is
rebound.
going on, dog?
Hornets trail by 3. Bridges with it. Butler covering. Here's Ball. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Butler. Oh, thrown down by Butler.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Charlotte turns it over again.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Warriors leading by 3. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a
Why are
close.
you jumping so early?
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep
Like he can't hit
doing
that.
damage.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph
crazy.
Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Here's Peyton. Hasn't made one yet. Picked by Kuminga. It's Curry outside. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Charlotte in the lead.
Yo.
Ball with it. Kuminga picks him up. Tipped away.
Oh.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Curry. And it's good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 9 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Wow, Curry automatic from deep. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Hornets trail by 3. From deep, Green. And Moody pulls it down. Pass to Butler. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Butler missing.
Shot.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Smith outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He has 5.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Warriors.
I don't know who the hell.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Pass to Post. Here's Spencer. Shoots over Curry. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Diabate. Still yet to score. Here's Nurkic. The 15-footer. Good. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And Nurkic proving he's got a little touch there from the mid-range. Very difficult guy to guard.
Golden State moving the ball around. Left side, Kuminga. Pass to Spencer. 5 on the clock. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Okogie, covered by Peyton. Now here's Curry. Shoots from 14. Misses off the left iron. Healed from outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
12.
Hornets ahead. They're up by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Charlotte with it. The lead is 2. To the inside. The kick out to Ball. There's a screen by Williams. Down low. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. There's Miller with the three. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Curry crashes inside.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping.
Bro, like, come on. I'm right there.
So it's the Hornets now. Here's Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hornets.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Curry can't get it to go. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Williams. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated.
Let me pass the ball.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. It's Curry outside. Miller grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to Bridges. Back to Miller. Shoots over Podziemski. Shots good by Miller.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from three, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
That puts them in the lead. Curry's got 17 now.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
He's trying to get that
Here's
back.
Ball. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Left side, Ball. Clock at 6. Here's Miller. Green with the rebound.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
Well, those mechanics and that kind of
Say what?
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Iverson. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, you got to be able to finish stronger than that, but credit the defense for doing just enough to throw him off.
I love this approach, getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game, so it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
There's the drive, and finished off by Tatum.
And we don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Here's Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. To the right side. Here's Smith. Boston pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here are the Nuggets with the ball. 6-point game. Down low. Here's Martin. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. And Camby pulls it down. Martin outside. Anthony left side. Here's Camby. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Takes the three. Anthony grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Iverson.
Oh,
Good
sir.
work defensively by White.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Standing at 7-3, we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Iverson. Smith outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Boston leading by 3. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Damn.
Anthony with a bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Smith outside. Back to Hunter. Tipped away. White with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. And here's Brown for three. He buries it from three. Brown's got 5 points.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting a three, it really opens up this offense.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
So it's Denver now. They trail by 7. He shoots. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. That three's off the mark. For 3, Smith. Hits a three-pointer. Give him 8.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by a bucket. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
The Celtics with the lead. On the wing, Tatum. And he drains the quick shot. Tatum's got 8 points.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
For 3, Anthony. The shot off that time. Celtics lead by 4. To the paint. It's tipped. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Wow.
Substitution for the Celtics. Number 12, Torrey Craig.
And so here is Denver. Pass to Hunter. Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. So it's Boston now. They lead by 4. Pass to Horford. Inside. Tatum.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Tatum draws the double. Here's Hauser. Here's Craig. There's the block. Pass to Hunter. Here's Iverson. Back to Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Well, that's a smart play, taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's Boston now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Anthony with a bucket.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Brown can't hit. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1 to the inside.
I just
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Orlando Magic. Here's Grant. No good that time. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense. Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Here's Hardaway. Hachimura grabs the miss. Here are the Lakers. Doncic outside. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
To the paint, Grant. Another shot. Tries from 7. And it's Shaq missing. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Six on the shot clock. Tries again. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Left side Hardaway. Trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. Another miss by Orlando.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Doncic looking it over. The 11-footer. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he has definitely been struggling in this
Thank you for that, bro.
And you know
Appreciate
what? They
the
keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here's Grant.
They realize playing. Now I gotta do the free throw fucking shot.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I did speak earlier with the Magic's head coach. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Doncic. After Penny Hardaway's bucket. Anderson right side. Shaq with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Shaq. Back to Hardaway. That's tipped. Doncic outside. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, you see what the defense wants to give up there. Luka more than comfortable in the mid-range.
Inside. Here's Grant. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. The Lakers trail. It's tipped. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Doncic left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What an up fake by Luka Doncic. He got that defender quickly off his feet.
And he's good on the second. And Orlando has possession. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Hardaway. Here is Shaw. 5 on the clock. What a fantastic look by Penny.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And the shot goes down. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Pass to Hardaway. There's 14 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And the Magic making a change here. And so he hits both. Reeves outside. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Now here's Doncic. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Orlando leading. Here's Scott. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Right.
Doncic outside. Launches a 3. And Bowie pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Scott. Here is Shaw. To the inside.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Here's Doncic. He's got 11. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
It's stolen by Hachimura. 3-on-3. On the wing, Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Over Anderson. Oh, Doncic getting it done in transition.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Oh,
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. There's the screen. Down low. Avent.
Put the ball in
And
the
it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. And the Magic lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belonged. goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? And he told her, they're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game, his strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He's perfect from the line this time. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Hardaway with it. He's got 6. Pass to Royal. Knocks down the 3 ball. Royals got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Stolen by Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Nick Anderson knocks down the 3.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To end the run. Out to Doncic. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 18 points.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Anderson wide open. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Doncic has got 11 points in the quarter. Orlando leading by 4. Right side Hardaway. It's deflected. They recover it. 4 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field. Lakers trail by 7. Hardaway with the steal. And the rejection by James. Doncic from deep 3-point land. And so it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. Back to the action in just a minute. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Over Anderson. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Anderson outside. And here is Hardaway. Good on the shot. Hardaway has got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for Orlando.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Now here is Hardaway. 11 points in the game. And a missed layup. Lakers trail by 7. Doncic with it. Now defended by Grant.
They won't even let him count it.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here is Shaw. Pass to Rollins. Just 5 to shoot. The 17-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Now the Lakers on the break. And that
So
one's
fucking
good.
slow,
Doncic.
though.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
To the middle. Sweet move. He takes it up and lays it in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Hachimura. Doncic left side. Over Shaw. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Doncic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This nigga up, though, like,
Doncic has got 8 here in the quarter. 1:53 left to play here in the third. Inside, Avent doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Doncic, no good. Magic leading by 3. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Pass to Shaw. The kick out to Scott. Here's Bowie. Releases. Another miss by Orlando.
You can't stop Luka. You can't stop Luka.
Doncic left side.
He doubling me? He's
now here's Hayes.
You're doubling me.
Over in the corner, Doncic.
You can't stop Luka. You can't stop.
Rebound by the Magic.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here is Shaw. The shot's good. Shaw's got his second basket. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Rollins. It's tipped.
Fuck out of here, dog.
Should just get the points, man.
Pass to Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Here's Shaw. It's good from the top of the key. Shaw's got 6. Doncic way outside. The third quarter comes to a close. Orlando out in front, leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Magic leading by 5. Pass to Scott. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And
Get
it's
the
Shaq
fuck
missing.
out of here, dog.
I'll tell you, everything went
Fucking
right in
Shaq.
terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
LeBron with it. Back to Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Clock is at 3. And good that time. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Reeves. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over O'Neal. Off the left rim and out. Magic leading by 3. Back to Anderson. Out to Hardaway. From deep three-point land, Hachimura grabs the miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Doncic outside. Pass to James. Back to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Here's Hardaway. Off target at the rim.
You don't even do all that.
That shit out of here. Get off
To
me.
take the lead.
Get off me.
Doncic converts inside.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Grant at the elbow. Shoots over Hachimura. And again, unable to change momentum here. Now, Doncic.
You on the island. Put him on the island. Put him on the island.
Lets it go with a 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Lakers?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Here's Doncic. LeBron outside. On the wing, Doncic. High post shot. O'Neal with the rebound. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 4 points in the quarter.
And keeping his options open, Grant would rather give it away than waste the possession on a poor shot.
And it's Doncic missing. Orlando leading. And finished off by Anderson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Left side, Grant. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Screen by O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to
What's up,
foul
Kai?
O'Neal. He's that dominant.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And he commits the intentional foul.
Guys, they're going to make him earn this one from the line. Obviously, his reputation at the stripe has preceded him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And again, no good by the Lakers. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Shaq at the line where he struggles.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Was there ever a doubt they'd go to Luka Doncic? This guy is a big-time performer.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. The Lakers with the ball. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Grant. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone said it.
Damn.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's Irving missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to McDaniels. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Thompson. Gafford with the ball. The kick out to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Reed. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Outside for Davis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, even though Davis can create for himself, you love to see him get set up in rhythm.
Pass to Reed. Knocked loose. The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
To the left wing. And the wide open shot from Reed. Buries it from three-point range. Reed's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Back to Irving. Inside, Davis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Come on.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Dinwiddie right side. Here's Davis. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He has 5.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
Out to the wing. Gobert in the corner. Pass to McDaniels. Off target with his 3. And the Mavericks with possession. There's the 3. Christie can't make it.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Dinwiddie up top. And he drives in. And he banks in the layup.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kept alive. And finished off by Gobert.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game. And it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Pass to Edwards. Right wing. That's a 2 from Randall. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Irving's shot is good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy. A little relish, a little extra to that finish, the double clutch before laying it in.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside.
The shit out of here.
In power to get shots in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Here's Gobert. Here's Reed. Up again. And he gets it back.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Dallas moving it around. Irving misses.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Now Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been
Why,
bounced.
see, look, why wouldn't he stop
10
running?
of 12 appearances. But
It'd be
last
dumb
year's
shit
team
like
was
that.
different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David.
My God, he don't
Thank
box
you, Kevin.
out.
Rudy Gobert
God
continues
damn,
to
is he
embrace
that
the
bad at
challenge
rebounding?
of elite rim
Oh, my
protection.
God.
He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone.
We think of Thompson as a beautifully gifted shooter, but make no mistake, he understands when and where to place the basketball when a teammate is open.
Back to McDaniels. The tray.
Bro, he just runs straight past him. They don't even box him out.
4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Williams. Off target from
This
three-point
dude is
range.
horrible at center.
The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Irving. Back to McDaniels. And yes, it's good.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams with
There you go.
Look. Yes,
You don't leave
it's
him for
Irving
you.
picking up the assist. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him. Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Hit him every time.
For three.
We gonna feed you.
Dallas.
You
There you
cannot
go.
leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Reed. Back to Randall.
How does he stay
Over
out?
to the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And there's the
Stop
call.
fouling. I
Klay
knew that was
Thompson.
Clay.
That's foul
Damn.
number 2 for him. .54 seconds left now here in the second. Edwards, no good. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Williams. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Edwards. And he slams it down right on top of P.J. Washington.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Randall on the follow.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
Gafford high post. Back to Williams. Thompson outside.
Got him.
Inside, Klay Thompson.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Mavericks on top. Up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And here's Irving. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever
right
Gobert is out there, he
I
will make
understand
you
how
think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
Back to McDaniel.
They just keep playing.
And again, Minnesota with the triple. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
They let him get
and slam dunk by Gobert.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Mavericks trailer. Irving looking over the floor. It's Davis on the wing. And then Washington with the dunk.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Randle left side. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And so it's Dallas with it. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart.
Oh, like how?
Slip screens, hedge,
got the lane,
and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here is McDaniels. 9 points in the game so far. That shot off. Great D that time from Davis. Outside Irving. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Outside Irving. Over in the corner, Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3.
Good shot.
Irving, and that's good. And now a 3-point Dallas lead.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
Outside Edwards. Over Davis. Edwards, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game.
Pass the ball. Play was wide open.
Pass more.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. .152 left in the third. Outside Irving. Basket, good. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
And the basket by Edwards.
Stop.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Irving. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. The kick out to Irving. To the middle. Again, the Mavericks score.
You are not going to find too many better in the mid-range than Kyrie Irving.
To the inside. Dillingham. Pass to Randall. Down low. Now Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing
Good
your
pass.
work. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead
Wes
is
says
what it
yours.
is right
There we
now.
go.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
3 seconds.
What the
separate
fuck
shot
are you
clock.
doing? I did not tell him to pass it there, bro.
Dillingham. Outside Edwards.
Clay was in the corner, and they wouldn't even... Get the fuck out of here.
And it's Irving with the rebound.
What's up, Wes?
Lively high post. Bucket is good. Lively's got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
Ah, I get that.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And
Wes says, what up, bro? How you been doing?
I've been all right, bro. How you been?
Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this.
Appreciate the hard me, Wes. Appreciate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Edwards.
Good hand.
And stolen
Of
by
course.
Kyrie Irving. From downtown.
I shouldn't have did
Rebound,
that.
Minnesota.
I don't know why I did that.
Pass to Dillingham. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out to Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And a wide open look for Irving.
There you
Gets
go.
it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, the key there is
Come
Kyrie
on.
Irving did a great
You gonna
job
pass it
setting
back
up
to
his
him.
defenders
I knew it.
and roll, and it led to the score.
Let's go.
Finished off the
Let's
break.
go.
Wes says I also been working out though too.
Maverick lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on
Yeah, I
the
get it,
hustle
bro.
game.
Glad you're doing all right.
For the Mavericks.
Ran him at the gym. Let's go.
They've had active hands and really out in the
The
passing
fuck are
lane.
you doing?
Aggression on defense
Man, I
has
swear.
resulted in a ton of steals.
To the right side.
I'm trying to figure out how he lost the ball.
Outside Edwards.
You're not going to play defense?
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
On the wing, Irving.
Got him. Oh! They gonna make me miss it. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 10. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
You can play with 75.
And let's head
You
over
play
to the
it.
sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so...
Game, baby.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Wes says waiting on these releases, haha.
Get cooking from three, boy. This guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Here's Edwards, and they call
What
the
the
foul,
fuck
so a
was
chance
that?
at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah. How you been watching the summer game shows and shit?
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pass to Reed.
Wes says, oh yeah, that was fire.
He's covered by Washington. Out to Edwards. Edwards slashing inside.
No, we're not doing that.
This is the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Outside Irving. Over Randall. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
That new Marvel fighting game looks dope.
Edwards with it.
For it to be a 4v4 Marvel game, they have to have hella characters in it, bro. Has to have hella characters in it. 4v4 is a lot.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Irving. Minnesota with the rebound.
Oh, they could have gave him something.
Wes says, yeah, they probably got a massive roster.
42 left to play in the final quarter. Here is Edwards. And the reach.
Good hands. Too little, man. Come on, bro. He too little.
Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the
Oh.
rim.
Reed gets the bucket.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Irving, and two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about
Anything else you looking forward to that you saw yesterday?
Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. No question.
Wes says they got a good sale going on right now on Steam.
A dominant performance
I'll do that.
and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight.
That was not a foul.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys.
I haven't
look
looked
at
at
the stats,
anything
just
on there.
confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Wes says mostly DS to Ann Mind's eye right now and that James Bond.
I gotta see gameplay of that James Bond. All that was just really cutscene. I'm gonna have to see it. Even at Mind's eye don't really look that appealing to me, bro. Just it looks like just duck and shoot or hide and shoot.
Wes says write him a wait for gameplay and go off that.
Even at Mind's eye, like that Mind's eye look bare bones as hell. It doesn't stand out to me at all. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need to look at gameplay, but from what I saw, I was not impressed. Not impressed.
And from Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of the Hornets, we're broadcasting live from the Spectrum Center. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at.
They got to fix the frame rate on this PC, man, online. It should not be running like this, bro.
As a franchise.
Inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Offensive rebound. Out to Kuzma. Good.
That's bullshit, man. They be killing me with that.
Kuzma's got 5 now.
And Kuzma
Wes says what you
be
mean.
an effective scorer, whether he's
Because we running at 60 frames per second online, bro. It could run faster than that offline.
Now ball. To the middle. Here's Williams.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
9 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark.
A good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch and shoot opportunities.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Bridges, no one around him.
Shot.
And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not.
Wes says it's locked at 60.
Yep, it's locked at 60 online, man. I don't like
Kuzma
that.
outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Prince wide open. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miller outside.
Shot.
And it's the Hornets another 3.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee.
Get the fuck out of here.
Talking about Damian Lillard. Coach
it's
admitted
like
they zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And why?
Damian Lillard's time in Portland. What an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trail Blazers. All NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout, looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Miller outside. Bridges outside. The shot will not fall.
Come
Some
on.
solid
It's like they
defense
be
from
hesitating.
Antetokounmpo.
Shit.
The Bucks trail.
West says him a peep this new demo out tomorrow, though.
So good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to
Stepke
get
says
a
him
little
about
bit
be on
too
soon if
deep
you
with
try
that
and
ball.
run.
I thought he laid straight
What the
up and in.
fuck? How did he miss that?
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Antetokounmpo.
What demo is that, Wes?
Good on the shot.
We could hop on
Giannis has
after I
got
get off
7
here, bro.
points.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Bridges. No good with the triple. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And a deep three from
I don't know
Ball.
how to shoot with these fools.
Charlotte
man.
again missing.
West says it's
There's
called hell
1:17
is us.
left to play in the first quarter.
Oh, the demo for that come out tomorrow? On what?
The Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013.
I saw a gameplay of that. I might have to check that out, too.
Nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's
God
developed into a
damn,
star.
man, his
Not
shot
just
is
a
so
star, but
ugly.
a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Lillard outside. Out left to the wing. Here's
What the
Kuzma.
hell is y'all doing,
And
bro?
Kuzma slams it in.
Kuzma using his athleticism and finishing on the drive.
Outside Williams. And he lays it straight in. He's got 9.
Kylan says need to watch OKC whoop on the Pacers.
Right off the bat.
And it's
Yeah, I know they're going to have game 1. Sure.
Hornets trailed by 3. Pass to Williams.
Come on, man.
Stepke says the demo came out on the
Jacks up a
second.
3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, it did?
And Ball
What is it on,
continues
though?
to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust, or he is going to keep
On
doing
Sting? Oh, this
Prince
dude doing.
outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Prince has got his second bucket of the game to go. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight.
Stepke says Steam Xbox.
For the Milwaukee.
Okay. Might download it when I get done with this. Colin, you trying to play some Warzone?
It's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game.
I don't know what the
Sometimes
hell
it's
they
steady
doing,
in
dog.
offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is
Kylan says I need to eat fist I haven't ate all day.
Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David.
Kevin,
Don't be
Giannis
eating.
Antetokounmpo is not
Eating
one
is
to
for
sniff out
suckers.
his chest.
Food is for suckers,
Chase
man. What you
accolades.
talking about, man?
He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence.
Kylan says
I don't
first
follow the
asterisk.
media or my stats.
Food
What
is
I
for
know is
suckers.
that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself.
The ball!
Kylan says, man, heck no, I need my eats.
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestionable.
Give me the N1.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit.
What you gonna eat?
To the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens.
Wes says I added it to my librarium at work, though.
They've stuck with this team through some difficult years.
I saw it, but I didn't know the demo came out for that. I'm gonna check it out though for sure.
Kylan says I have no clue.
Nurkic, 7 foot.
I hope not no pigeon.
100 pounds. When he gets around the rim, who's going to move him off that spot?
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. That's his second shot.
Fact that they
and
gave
his
him
second
this.
basket. He's 2 for 2.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Man with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Diabate.
Damn, he shoot ugly.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
The ball. There you go.
The steal. Pass to Man.
Give me the M1.
So he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wes says Arc Raiders might do a shadow drop.
I need that. I didn't play it the first time around. I'm gonna definitely play it this time around.
Your only option.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago,
I need that Arc Raiders for sure.
Rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
What the hell are you doing?
Here's Porter. Pass to Sims.
WSD says, bro, I played it. It's wrong.
Left side, Portis.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hop on there.
The Bucks working the ball around.
For sure.
Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. From deep, Green.
The defense.
Now here's Curry. Scoreless thus far. Here's Diabate. Outside for Curry.
Damn, he got a longer.
And again, the Hornets missing.
Wes says, to be honest, they could have released it at Playtest.
Making the weak coverage pay.
That might be the next game that I'll buy though.
Sims.
That will definitely be the next game that I will definitely buy Arc Raiders. That does look fun.
To the paint. A shot by Sims, no good. Curry deciding where to go with it. Nurkic with it. Smith for 3.
Damn it!
And the Hornets miss again.
I can't get these shots down, man. There we go.
Stolen.
Yo, cherry picking punk ass.
Here's Curry. Second shot opportunity. He lays
Way
it
to stay
in.
with it, Curry.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for sure.
Where did you get that? Where did you get the word that they might shadow drop that, bro? Or you just speculating? Because I need that. The Arc Raider, that's something that I need for real. I really put my time into that for real.
Get things straightened out with this team.
Wes says it hits all the spots missing in extraction shooters.
Pass to Lopez. Uncovered. And the rebound goes to
Wes
the
says
Hornets.
it's all over the internet.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Give me that. I need it.
They've had
Stop
storied
playing.
careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the
Wes
best
says
twins
YouTube
to ever play
everywhere.
the game, you could make an argument for them.
I hope they do though, for real.
Of course, Tom and Dick Van
Me now.
Arsdale in the 60s.
Yes, sir.
Horace
Give me that.
and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the
What the
Lopez brothers
fuck?
have been able to do, not in terms of
Come on,
their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there. Prince does a nice job there leaking out in transition, and when he gets that kind of room, it gets dangerous.
Smith drives in.
Good take, young man.
Williams to set it up. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders. With
Yes, sir. You can't handle the pressure.
Wes says because someone found a timer in their files, it's for June
Lopez
6th.
has size and great instincts.
Oh, word.
A threat to
Oh,
knock
that's
shots away
tomorrow.
like that.
Okay.
Beautiful transition offense.
You see how it's looking choppy and shit?
At its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim Sweet play.
Oh my God, this shot.
Bucks trail by 3. Prince outside. Back to Lopez. Outside Portis. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's cool because this is my bench that's out
Ends
here.
a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement. That's a good one.
Come on, bro.
West says either may be open beta or shadow drop.
Takes the 3.
Let's go.
From 3-point land.
We needed that.
Smith's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hornets. And that's it for the first
Open
half
that,
of action.
okay.
What's been a very close game here. Hornets.
I'm gonna need that when
by
it comes
4.
out for sure.
We've got more in store for you right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Hornets leading by 4. Count it, good. Ball's got 7.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years.
West says me and you both, we can run together.
Yeah, that's why I said let me know.
Yeah,
Oh.
leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13.
Damn, he fucked it up.
Closing out the Suns
Good
with
shot.
that 50-piece.
I'm finally getting my mojo back on this shit.
And nice mechanics from Miller there, ready to fire as that pass
Fuck.
is coming.
I couldn't see it.
West says I got you.
Bucks trail by 6. Kuzma outside.
Took the bucket.
Lillard scanning the floor. Outside, out of Kumbo. Kuzma sets a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Prince. Laid in a
Fuck,
nice touch
man.
off the glass.
Making them
9
work
points
hard
for
for it, though.
Torian Prince.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like when he finds the open man, and so
Good
do they.
shot.
Wasted
Yes,
no
sir.
time on that one. Bridges got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Bridges for 3.
They weren't gonna let me hit it. That's crazy.
At the elbow, Williams.
Pass the
kick
ball.
out to Ball.
God damn, this shot is so stupid.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls. Fast teams down.
Okay, then.
Which keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Damn.
It's Giannis throwing it down.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Connects from 3-point range.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when...
Good block!
Williams with the block. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Crazy.
Lillard with the bucket.
There's this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
And so it's Charles Lee
Niggas
calling
tired as hell.
timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
West says I told myself I'm buying Allen a wake too.
Is that on sale? Never played the first Allen Wake.
West says I've wanting it for 3 months long.
There's
played the first one.
1:54 left in the third quarter. And it's ball penetrating out to Miller. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 4.
West says probably not, but Emma get it.
Here it is.
And here is Antetokounmpo.
For real, bro.
He's got 13. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Down low, Nurkic. The kick out to Williams. Here's Ball. And easy 2 points on the layup. Ball's got 14.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball
Who the fuck is
inside
that?
and right to the bucket. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
There you go.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Lillard.
I didn't get a hand on that, bro.
Nurkic
Exactly.
with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break.
Let's go.
Hits the three-point bomb. And now an 8-point Hornets lead.
So often LaMelo is the setup man.
They gave him a foul.
He's on the finishing end. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Allen Wake should be on sale. They might have they should have a bump. Is that it's only available on PC on Epic?
And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Huh.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Over to the left wing. Smith outside. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. Here's Diabate.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's Charlotte. They lead by...
My money don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis left side. Over in the corner, Portis. Back to Green. Giannis outside. 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
It's hauled in by Trent. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Ball from long range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. So it's the Bucks now. A few possessions into the fourth quarter. Giannis showing creativity.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Nurkic with it. Now guarded by Porter. Ball with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ball's got 20 points.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And it's Nick Smith with the foul. That's his first foul. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Giannis. Powers through inside, Giannis.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Ball from long range. Rebound, Milwaukee. To the middle. Bucks passing it around. Up top, Portis. It's Prince, high post. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. And he goes big with the dunk, right over LaMelo Ball.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Pass to Diabate. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Ball with it, guarded by Porter. Here's Diabate. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And it's Williams throwing it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball. And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Shot. Good. Bucks trailed by 6. Prince looking around. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good on the three-point shot.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Right side, ball. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's ball in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Kuzma. Bridges with some nice defense. The kick out to Ball. And the wide open shot from Green.
Let's go.
The assist that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 6.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive.
equipo le cogió este loco.
Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Dillingham with it. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Inside. Allen's shot is off. Here's Minnesota. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And the basket by Edwards.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Garland attacking. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next
Play
level.
what mode?
He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
It's so deadly.
Datham Eklikson says play now with 2 players in each team.
A playmaker that can do that is a headache.
It's online,
knows
bro.
how to create that space
Always been
and
on
get
some
his
stuff.
looks.
Here's Allen. Randall with some nice D. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly.
Guess I gotta hold it
Edwards
longer.
with
Man.
another miss. Mitchell outside. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Garland surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Blocked again.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Here's Dillingham. Timberwolves passing it around. A nice shot by McDaniel.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now, here's Garland. Strus in the corner. Back to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. For 3, Edwards. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Yo le voy a la victoria a ese pana.
He quit dumb early, bro.
Le dimos el kilo. Del kilo le dimos hoy. Oh, you did. Alessi. Ya viste equipo que me cogió el loco. Vamos a coger a esta, de Tocumpo y su gente. De Tocumpo y su pandilla. No, eres tú que estás ready, ¿qué pasa? Ey, actívate el sábado. Si Dios quiere, actívate. Vamos a correr en Chori que vamos a correr para allá. Bien, pero esto está como frío, loco.
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Well, both of these teams are known for their scoring, Clark.
For sure, and we could actually just unplug the shot clock. Come on now. There's not going to be anywhere close to a shot clock violation in this one. This one's going to be entertaining and fun for all of us.
Now here's Lillard. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Lillard. Shot on the wing.
Good shot, gone bad. You got to finish there.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Young. The rebound by the Bucks. About a minute into this first quarter. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Lillard outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Young can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Young. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. 4 on the clock. Fires in the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. Kuzma outside. From behind the arc. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Hawks trailing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers' experience with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
El hueso, Alexis. Mira, Alexis, pero tú no eres clavo, porque tú ni un día vas por la tarde. Un clavo de lita.
And Atlanta making a change here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Young inside. Inside. And he makes it on the layup. Young's got 5 points.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
A minute 37 left in the first. And that one's good. Lillard. 7 points in the game.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Young way outside. And it's all tied up.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys. If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Here's Young, following the score by Milwaukee. Pass to LeVert. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Niang.
No.
Shot from the inbound. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
You know, for guys like Porter Jr., who really can score the ball, transition hoops are part of the package. That's easy money for guys like him.
Pass to Niang. Back to LeVert. Niang a screen. Shoots from 12. The shot by LeVert, no good. Trent with it. 1 second left. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Porter with it. Now LeVert defending. Porter gets the bucket.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
To the paint. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome. Off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Back to Porter. On the wing, Green. Yet to see a basket. Just 5 on the clock. Porter's shot is off. Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Capella. Outside for LeVert.
They crashed.
The teardrop. It's hauled in by Portis.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Ahí sí.
And it's Green missing.
Gente mala, Joaquín, claro que compañero.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's Capella with the jam.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Hawks on D. Trailing by 2. Antetokounmpo. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player.
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So both teams changing it up here. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Man. Drops in the 3. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
And what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
The shot's good. Lillard's got 11 points.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
A good look from Young. Prince grabs the miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Lillard outside. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Johnson. It's Kuzma with the miss. The Hawks lead by 3.
On the floor.
Outside Young. There's the screen by Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Outside Young. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Lillard with the bucket.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
There's Young with the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma outside. It could go. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Hawks on top, leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Atlanta leading by 3. Young looking over the floor. Back to Daniels. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Lillard. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Young. Give him 8 points now. Wide open.
Hey.
Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Lillard with the ball. 15 points in the game. Let's watch Dame here. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Young. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
Courageous play by Young. He goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Lillard looking around. Goes up on the wing. Rebound Atlanta. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Young with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Outside Johnson. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Trae Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's super competitive and is ready to scrap with you.
Now Lillard. He's got 17. And Giannis with the dunk.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Oh, Trey virtually automatic from deep.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Here's Prince. Trent on the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez.
Boy, nice job that time by Lopez to find space with the cut.
Outside Young. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Screen by Capella. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Ooh, it's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
And the big finish by Giannis.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Hawks lead by 3. LeVert up top with the drive. Back to Capella. Pass to Niang. And he drops it in from the low post. Niang's gotten his second bucket.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Trent outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, don't let Giannis in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Antetokounmpo outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo to the middle. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the two-man game there.
Down low. Here's Niang. Off target at the rim. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Atlanta on top. They're up by... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So it's Milwaukee now. It's a three-point game. Outside Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Outside Young. Here's a Kongwu. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 3.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Portis outside. And here's Porter. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Young with it. Now Porter defending. Pass to a Kongwu. Here's Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
And here's Portis. Outside Porter. To the wing, right side. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And that one is hammered home.
He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Anel.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Thank you for that, Allie. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth.
The more aggressive Young is, the better he plays, creating a trip to the line.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
There's the triple. Oh, Young! Deep shot!
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That'll be a 5-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Prince. Lillard outside. To stop the run. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Young from long range. And it's Young again missing. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Tipped away. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Here's Kuzma. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 8. The 3. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Young with the 3. Atlanta gets it back.
Cuánto, creo que.
Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebounded by Lopez.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.